everybody. This is Tiny Girl here. I was reading a book about D.I.D. I guess I better be careful what I read, because I was reading this book and it was just so different from what I've experienced. And I'm like, I don't think I have D.I.D. and all this stuff, and like, nobody writes me and this and that. And then I started reading on Amazon, like what people said about the book, and I was reading the 1-star ratings because I feel like the 1, 2, and 3-star ratings are the best ones to look at. Maybe a little bit of 4, but I don't really look at the 5-star because I think most of them are paid. That's my opinion anyway. And I saw this one person said they have D.I.D. and this book is not true too. It's not, he said that he filled it up with, the person who wrote it, filled it up with fluff, that they weren't co-conscious for most of the book. They were amnesic for most of the book, and they filled it up with fluff, like talking about his wife and where she was at when she wasn't home and what she was doing and saying. I mean, I don't think most people remember whole conversations, let alone like what they had for dinner a couple days ago. You might remember today, you might remember yesterday, but you know what I'm saying? This hurts me, because, yeah, I don't know, anyway. I experienced a person who I talked to, and he said that the person that hurt us taught him how to hurt me, how to abuse me. And when I first met him, I could smell the smell of, when guys were working on cars. And I said to the therapist, because I was thinking, like, am I really, is this normal to have that happen? And he said that can happen with the D.I.D. And yeah, I could smell it, and I've smelled it a few times when he talks to me. But I remember the first time when he talked to me, he came across as like mean and angry and nasty. He doesn't seem like that as much now. I said to him, like, think about when you were younger and you were being abused. Would you want to do that to somebody, something like that? And then he chilled out a little bit. And then one person came out one time, and they had braces. They were talking about they came when I got my braces, and I could feel braces in my mouth, like I actually had braces. And I feel so bad because the people probably get tired, like, oh, I have D.I.D. Yeah, I have D.I.D. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. No, I don't. I don't want to hurt them. And the stuff that's out there, books, media, can be really confusing, because I started reading this book and like, oh, I don't have D.I.D. I don't know why I even believed it. And I've been told by like 3 people for sure that I have D.I.D. That one was this man I emailed who has a Christian website, and part of it's dedicated to D.I.D. Probably a good portion of it is. I don't know. And then this other man, when I first told him I thought I had D.I.D., he's like, oh, that's like something else. And then whenever I talked to him again about it, he seemed to understand better. And then he completely believes that I have it. Then the therapist, he's like, I'm like, oh, I'm not losing time. I'm just mismanaging it. I thought it was 2 o'clock and now it's 2:30. Oh, I just, time just gets away from me. I'm not. It's a really big thing with the idea is the denial. And then today, I used to get headaches more towards the beginning of, this is going to be, let's see, I'm trying to think what today is, let's see, today's the 17th if I recall, so it's going to be a year and a couple months now. I'm sorry, 2 years, so sorry. And, oh my gosh, I forgot what I was going to say. I'm sorry. But it's really hard when you have this, and you live your life thinking that there's only one person, and that's you, and you're there alone with your thoughts and all this. Then you find out that no, you're not alone. There's other people there, and he was talking about hearing tons of people talking inside. I usually hear 1 or 2 at a time. I don't usually hear like 5 or 10, or you know what I mean? Like some people say they do, but I usually hear 1 or 2 at a time. And sometimes it's hard for me to tell, because I think, is it like a thought, or is it this or that? And sometimes I know they're talking, but it just makes me sad, because the media is so confusing when it comes to D.I.D. that people that have been diagnosed with it get confused and think, like, do I really have this? They were different on the TV. Their symptoms were different in that movie, in that book. And I know D.I.D. is different with everybody, but it's just hard, because you live your whole life thinking. And here's the thing, right? Some people say they heard voices all their lives. Well, I don't recall hearing voices all my life, but somebody said that they can give you amnesia about something they did, right? So, sorry, I'm just washing my hand. I was scratching my toe, and you know how it goes. Anyway, yeah, so it's hard, because some people have, experiences where they have thoughts, and some people have pictures. Some people hear their people out loud. I heard one person out loud in the beginning. That's what made me think I had D.I.D. But, since then, I've never heard anybody out loud, except one time when somebody screamed. I believe it might have been inside. I thought it was in the hallway, but then I went out, and I didn't see any children, so anyway. So yeah, it's hard with D.I.D. because it's a huge part of it. I mean, that's what keeps you, like, it's like a top secret thing, they're like secret agents to people, and they're trying to keep you safe, and you know what I'm saying. So but yeah, I've had experiences with him, like with this one person where he smelled like a man who works on a car. Like, let's say you have like a husband or a brother or father who works on the car. When he gets done, or he's partway done, he smells like how they smell. I don't know if it's oil or what it is, but that's the way I smelled. And he said that happens with some people, that they can smell the smell. And so I was like, wow. So I just have to keep reminding myself, like, back in December, my bed was made like 6-7 times, something like that. I just have to keep remembering that stuff. It's just that I didn't used to have such a bad memory, and now I have a terrible memory, and I can't remember much. So I have to try to remember or write it down. The problem with writing it down is that I have terrible writing. So, but I do email my therapist, sometimes once a week, sometimes a couple times, it depends. And so I just go back and read the emails because they're easier to read. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day, everybody. I just saw something on the floor. I wanted to pick it up. Earlier when I was talking, it was like somebody was blending with me, because I was talking like this, kind of. I don't know how I was talking, but I kept like talking, and I kept hearing my words. You probably didn't notice it, but I did. I'm not sure what time it was. If it was 5 minutes ago or 4 minutes ago or what time it was, but I recall. Yeah, I've been having more dissociation lately. I always thought that, when you go to a therapist, they work with the people and then they help them through their trauma. But the one therapist I have, he just asks them to talk through me because a lot of them are, all of them are too scared to talk to him so far. And I'm sorry. So yeah, so they'll tell him stuff, and he'll just ask them where they're at, and who's there, and are there any evil spirits present, and he'll pray for them, and and then he'll let them be in peace with the Lord. But it just kind of feels like it's a fast track thing. It's kind of confusing. I just, he said if they wanted you to know about the trauma, they'd tell you, but I wanted to know. I wanted to be aware of what happened. Just so I could say I know, even if I couldn't remember anything. So, anyway, I hope you're having a good day, everybody. I'm gonna go now. Take care. Well, for now, sorry, I'm just feeling kind of tired. Maybe I need to go take a nap. Maybe. Okay, see you later. Sorry, I didn't sleep good last night. I'm so tired. Okay, bye.